What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's your favorite show on a Monday, Outside the Cage. It's your boy Dimes. How we doing, brother?
Oh, not gonna lie, I'm burning up over here. It's like 90 degrees, but the thing is that we don't got AC.
Oh, I
So
remember that. Yeah.
when it's 90 degrees outside, it is 90 degrees inside as well.
Yeah.
So it's a little hot right now, but we're getting through it, you know.
The beard's looking really good, brother.
Thank
I
you.
like
Thank you.
it.
It's been a work in
I like
progress.
what you got going on there.
I'm trying to look wiser, you know.
I feel it.
Help me with the picks. And
Today
emotional
we
weekend.
got. So yeah, go ahead, bro. Emotional weekend.
Bro, I woke up to it. Woke up, almost
you wake
started
up?
crying. Great card from what I saw. I had to go back and watch a lot of it because obviously I set an alarm for 5:45. Tried to watch, but I was just too tired and I just fell back asleep. You know, it's a weekend. I'm not trying to wake up that early. But yeah, man, I love the fans over there too. They're just respectful. They're into it. Even when someone like advances a position on the ground, they're all like, "Whoa!" Like they know what's going on a lot more than the average fight fan over here, I would say. Even.
Yeah. We had 4 straight first round knockouts at one point. Junior Tafa, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Garrett Armfield, and Michael Olick. It's good card.
Dude, did you end up did you parlay Tafa and Cortez or no? I know you were feeling good about both of them.
Yeah, but I think I parlayed them. I think the parlay hit, except all 3 legs hit except fucking Max wanted to knock him out in the third round.
You had Max by decision?
Yeah, no, I had Max and Korean Zombie over 2.5 rounds. So I just needed that round to like 2 minutes more.
Oh, that's painful. Yeah, because when you sent me the picture, the parlay was red. I guess I didn't realize that it didn't go past 2.5.
Yeah.
Man,
Go ahead, let's put it up. We put a dent in it.
Yeah.
We got Choi and Evans started off the night really good. Then we went 3 straight. We went 3 straight there with Billy Goff, underdog play, Michael Olick, and then Junior Tafa. Should have went more on Junior Tafa, man. I seen a first him by knockout like -115. Should have took that, but it was our big bet. We hit that one. I don't lie. I mean, now I didn't like the Santos bet, but I didn't like the Santos bet at all after I left the show here on last week. But I mean, was it close?
Very, yeah. I mean, Blanchfield definitely won, but I would say like Santos almost had bigger moments, but Blanchfield just she did like a vintage Kamaru Usman performance. She kind of held her up against the cage and clinched her and kind of just had enough position.
And then we get split decision loss with Ryan Spann. Thought it could have went either way. I had Anthony Smith winning. I didn't mind it. But again, you get to a split decision, you have a coin toss there, so kind of judges weren't in our favor. Yep, and then our parlay, we just needed Max over 2.5 to hit that one. But we win $72. We make a dent in that. We're now negative 1124. Overall record 817. C1 fall. Let's get back in the green, baby.
More green up there, dude. Would have been, man, if Zombie. I don't even know if you could blame Max. I think it was just Zombie coming out like a crazy zombie right there in the third round. He just said,
it was like good and hard to watch.
Bro, just the way it happened, because he flatlined him pretty good with that overhand right, and just from the camera angle too, I feel like it made it look perfect. And dude, Max Holloway, the narrative had been going around that he couldn't put people out of there anymore. You know, some would even say pillow fist. I saw Max had a quote. He said,
if you're gonna run at him like that, he'll put you away. It's just the guys he fights are like smart enough to okay, like I'm just gonna like get out the way. I'm gonna like not. I don't want to get knocked out, obviously, but like Kareem Zombie was like, that's just if he gets in a brawl, I think Max wins a brawl. Like he'll knock you out in a brawl. I don't think he's like, but like the guys he's fought have actually been like really high IQ guys. Like Yair's high IQ, Volk's high IQ, Calvin Cater's just fucking a dog. So it's just like, dude. I saw some. I should have took knockout, man. I knew it. I don't know. I didn't think.
Did you think that
like that?
Did you think that when Max dropped him in the first round and he kind of stood there for a second, looked at the ref, and then jumped on and went for a submission, he could have just TKO'd him and got him out of there, but he kind of had respect, like a lot of respect for
Yeah,
Zombie, and he
for
didn't
sure.
want to deal more damage than he had to. It
Yeah, for
looked like
sure.
that, definitely. Gosh, man, it was definitely a little hard to watch. Like I was hyped when it happened, but I was sad at the same exact time. Just man, crazy sport. You got to watch two guys that you really like go in there and try and take each other out. It's nothing like it, dude. And then after the fight, shouts to whoever was on the soundboard because they had enough feel to play the Zombies walkout song again
Yeah,
on the way out. His walkout was really good.
yeah.
And then his exiting walk from the octagon was also amazing. I got the
Yeah.
little video right here for anybody that didn't see it. If you're just listening, yeah, it's a video, so that's why it sounds weird.
What a legend.
Yeah,
What a legend.
it was more than that, obviously, but man, dude, Korean Zombie, just a legendary career, bro. So he had to go serve. For anybody that doesn't know, he had to go serve in the Korean military. It's a mandatory thing in their country for every male, and he had to do it right in the prime of his career, pretty much. So he got the twister in his UFC debut back in 2011, the first twister ever in the UFC, at least, and then has a finish against Dustin Poirier. Darce choked him back in 2012. And then lost to Jose Aldo in 2013, back when Aldo was the guy, in a fight that was very competitive. Zombie ended up injuring his shoulder. I think he dislocated it. So it's not like he really even, like, he got beat, but it was due to an injury. And then after that fight, that was in 2013. And then his next fight was in 2017. And he was 20. It was when he was 27 to when he was about 30 or somewhere around there. So literally your peak years as a fighter or right before it. So he just had to be away from the sport for 2 years while it's evolving and everybody else is getting better. Then he came back, still a top fighter, but just didn't have that step that the other guys had. He's fought the best of the best ever since he's been in here, even back in his
It's
WEC
crazy to
days.
think he really fought Volk for the belt.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Gosh.
a crazy fight. That was a crazy matchup.
He was a kind of a short notice, right? Because
Yeah,
those
it
were
was
Max
just
had
like
to pull out.
Volk, well, it's because Volk wants to stay active, so it's just like, who's
Yeah.
next? Like, yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean, shout out to him. Zombie
Volk
always
said
like
you
just like
good?
does the right thing. Great guy.
Mhm.
Love him. Gonna miss him in the sport. Again, I think we sit here and say the same thing over and over, though. Like, what happens with Max Holloway? I'm tired of seeing people too. Every time he wins, who wins the next one? Him and Volk. Like, we need to stop saying that.
I think we know. Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
I mean,
We
not like
know
Max has
exactly.
zero chance, but like, do you think Max has a better
Bro, but
chance
like,
than you thought?
no,
Yeah,
bro.
you did.
So what I think is, I don't think Max beats him, but like, I've always thought Max was great. Max was great, and he was the second best lightweight by far. I mean, a featherweight. Sorry. So I thought it was like Volk, Max, and like everybody else. I just think that really cements this even more with knowing how good Volk is now. Like, Volk's better than when he fought Max. So it's like, looking
Yeah.
back at it, it's like, damn, he went to decision with him 3 times. Like, that's crazy. That, like, it makes me think Max is even better.
Dude, I think they both are improving at a faster rate. And we got to remember Max is what, 3 years younger than Volk?
Yeah.
So, I mean, say in 2 years, Volk's 36 years old, Max is 33. That looks a lot better for Max than
But
fighting
like,
right
what do you
now.
do for Max? Just keep fighting these fights?
I don't know, man. There's going to be there's already kind of nobody left. They've either gotten destroyed by Volk or destroyed by Max or gotten beaten by both of them, such as Yair.
I personally don't like anybody at 55 for him.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it against Poirier. Like, skill for skill, he was right there, but Poirier's shots were just landing and doing more damage.
Like, I mean, it does nothing but like a Max Holloway, Tony Ferguson. That would sell as a co-main or a prelim main event, or a Just opening up of the card. Like I'd watch that fight. I think
What
Max would
about
win.
what if Charles loses to Islam? Do you do a Max Charles rematch?
I just think now it's like I don't know. Like yes, Max beat him already, but like
Totally different guy though.
yeah, it's just now looking at it, I was like damn, like Charles is too big for him.
Yeah, I mean Max is tall though. He's like probably the same height as all those lightweights. He's just a lot skinnier. And
Yeah.
when we saw him fight Dustin and Connor, and I mean he was what 22,
Yeah.
21 years old.
Thing is, he's
So
fought all those dudes. Like he's fought all of them. So I mean, I guess we can't sit here and say he can't do it again because he's better. We
and
just said that. I can't go back on what I just said. So yeah, I mean,
I
maybe I'm
got
just
some bad
underestimating him at
strength.
55 because I like 55 so much. But yeah, I mean, I think if he was in 55 his whole career, he's a top 10 guy.
Yeah, how
Does he
crazy
beat?
would it be if
Does
Max and
does he
Volk?
does he beat Michael Chandler?
Oh, that's it, dude. I feel like his style, like stylistically, as long as he could stay away for the first 2 minutes, Max's cardio is amazing. Chandler's is it's not terrible, but just the way he fights, I think anyone's gonna run out of gas.
Yeah,
So I think I kind of like Max in that matchup if he puts on weight, spends time
yeah.
doing a serious
And
bulk.
I think it'd be a co-main, so it'd be 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's true. That does benefit Chandler.
Yeah,
But imagine Max and Volk fight for the 155 belt. They just both run
yeah.
through everyone up there too.
It's just always interesting to see like what happens next with Max and like this fight was like not.
Hmm.
I mean, it was out of the ordinary, but it's just like it was a weird matchup. Everyone kind of knew how it was gonna end. Um, but it's just like I feel like I'm tired of like we can't keep giving him those fights where it's like we know how it's gonna end, we know how it's gonna end, but there's no one else for him to fight. He's
He's
just in the
really been
weirdest. He's in the weirdest spot like in the UFC history like ever.
he's been so undeniable, and that's what makes it so weird. It's not like I saw a stat since 2014. He's 18-0 against every featherweight not named Alex Volkanovski.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah, man, two legends of the game. They're just there at the same time in the same weight class, and Volks has the edge on him. And when Max and Volk have fought the same guys, I would say Max has beat him just as convincingly as Volk has for the most part. So
yeah,
like MMA math wise, they're pretty damn even, but Volk's just gotten the edge every time they fight.
yeah.
Whew. How about my girl Erin Blanchfield? That's way out of order. I didn't even have the card up, but I mean,
You're
it
good.
wasn't pretty. It wasn't dominant like I
Yeah.
expected it
Did
to
she
be.
did she
But
earn a title shot?
I think we got to see what happens in that other fight. I forget what it
Okay.
is, but I know that there's one other. Oh, our Rosen. I think
Yeah,
Rose and this girl are in the same
Rose is
division.
fighting this
So
weekend.
I would say if Rose makes a statement, she probably gets the shot over him because it wasn't a very. It's about the opposite of a fun fight, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rose versus Mannion Fioriat. But
Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann, split decision. You still have action here with your man Ryan Smith, Anthony Smith here to get the belt. Maybe a little 2 years late, but I mean, I've already seen this fight before. It's kind of just whatever. Surprise ending actually. I didn't think it'd go all the way to decision, but what did you think of Anthony Smith? Do you think he has what it takes to get the gold around his waist?
no, dude, I don't know. I wasn't even convinced that he won this fight. I kind of thought that it was a very even fight, but Span had bigger moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think he obviously it's not boxing, but I think he dropped Smith once or twice, and I don't think Smith dropped Span with a punch or with a strike at least. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of had Span winning this one. It was showed good resilience from Smith, but I think against those top light heavyweights, he won't really stand too much of a chance because he's just not in his athletic prime anymore, which
Yeah.
sucks to say. I'm a big Smith guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's really at the top. What you got to take on that one?
Nah, I thought it was Ryan Spann's chance to make a statement in that division, cement himself as the next guy, and he just didn't. So yeah, now he's on 2 versus Anthony Smith. You probably fight someone below you now, so it is what it is. I got a hot take though that I gotta admit. About a year, 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, I probably would have said Giga Chikadze is the toughest test for Volk there is.
You
I was
weren't
big on
alone. Quarantine Giga.
Quarantine Giga was special, bro. Quarantine Giga was nice. I mean, he's still 15-3. Just I don't think he can beat the elite guys. He's like that middle guy. He's like 8'9". Couldn't put away Casares, dislocated his elbow or shoulder, whatever it was on the first kick.
Yeah.
You got to put that guy away and make a statement. I feel like a lot of these guys, man, and I understand it. Like we talk about all the time, is like you don't want to go in there and get knocked out either. But like, I mean, even you look at the strikes here, 65-62, significant 65-62, head 25-25, body 22-25 Casares, legs Giga 18, Casares 12. Like it was still close for a unanimous decision. But I just think like you got to take advantage, man. Like again, I'm not saying run in there and risk getting knocked out. You want to win the fight, but like you got to put on a show, man. You got to go out there, and it's kind of like now, just like watching the Contender Series is like, I get it. You're already signed in the UFC. A win's a win, but like if you're a guy like Giga, a signature win in the featherweight division, no one really knows who's next at featherweight. There's a lot of guys up for discussion. You get a big win, you get a big knockout. Like you throw yourself in that name, you make a good call out, you get good on the mic. Like I just like to see these guys, like especially because I like Giga. I just feel like he's not a waste of his career, but I just didn't meet
not everything it could be.
Yeah, didn't meet my expectations.
I feel that, dude. Yeah, I mean, you summed it up very well. He should have been able to smell blood in the water after that injury. Maybe he didn't notice it, but you've got to notice that Caceres isn't really throwing the strikes the same way anymore. That something's up, or your corner should at least notice. And yeah, man, he fought a good fight. Don't get me wrong, he fought a good fight, won the decision, but didn't do anything memorable.
Yeah.
I would say, going on that point you just said about a big win, taking advantage of it on the mic, I would say Shavkat's win over Jeff Neal did more for him than Bilal Muhammad's last probably 2 or 3 wins, even though Bilal was fighting higher ranked guys. And
that matters, man. It's just a lot of it matters. Like you can be really good on the mic and have not so great fights and you get a title shot, or you can be not so great on the mic and have memorable performances and crazy knockout. That's just the business of the sport. It's just is what it is. Like we know it's not just strictly win or loss. We know it's not that.
Gotta have at least one.
Like, yeah, especially like if you're not especially like someone like Giga. Like if casuals don't really know Giga, how would they know Giga? So unless he has a fucking video of him with the axe kick to someone's head, knocking them out, a flying knee knockout, because he's not good on the mic, he doesn't talk. So it's like, how do we know him?
That's facts, bro.
So you're gonna sell the title fight as, oh, he just beat Alex Casares 30-27 at 3 a.m. in Singapore. Like no one cares.
Hell no. You got to do something that Sports Center is going to be posting in the middle of the day here. I completely agree. And that's why we both say it all the time. We just love it when guys make an effort to promote their careers or at least do something. Like a Kevin Holland, for example, you'll never see him miss an opportunity on the mic.
Yeah.
And he tries to make his fights exciting. And he's always on pay-per-views. Probably making pretty good money.
Exactly. Junior Tafa knocks out Parker Porter. Parker Porter has now been knocked out by both the brothers, Junior Tafa and Justin Tafa. That's tough.
You called that one.
I called that one. That was tough. Waldo Cortez Acosta knockout round 1 as well. Had him in the parlay. Garrett Armfield with the knockout. And then Michael Olek with the knockout. Song Kanong, good win. I like the win for him. I think he was underdog there. Billy Goff, my underdog play, wins by knockout in round 1. I like that.
USA.
I like that a lot. Yep, USA. JJ Aldrich, again, USA, knocks out Li Ying Na. One of her first finishes in a minute, actually. Good for her. Good to see her get that win.
Yeah. Really solid card.
Yeah, really solid card. Move on to this week coming up. We are in fight night in Paris. Main event, Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivak. Cyril Gane's -170, Sergey Spivak +145. Another one just kind of going off people that didn't meet our expectations. Cyril Gane. Yeah, I was big on him. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm gonna give us a I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna give us a line play for this. I'm gonna take Sergey Spivak +145 here.
Wow, doing a full turn.
Just disappoints me, man. He disappoints me. He doesn't
Yeah,
have great wins. His last 2 wins are Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa. Those aren't good wins.
yeah, because it's just perfect for his style. Obviously, he's going to
Yeah.
beat a one-punch KO guy when he can dance around him and when they're never going to try to take him down.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take Sergey Spivak here. He's on a hot streak, younger. Give me better grappler, could take it to the ground if he needs to. I think he will. Give me Sergey Spivak. Might look for a Sergey Spivak by sub, but again, he's already plus 145, so just give me the win and let's go home.
Yeah, man, I think this is Cyril's last chance to remain a top guy in that heavyweight division because we saw Francis expose the holes in his wrestling / grappling game, and then we saw John continue to dig that hole even deeper, expose more holes, and Cyril did nothing to address it after the Francis fight when he knows John was going to take him down. And then now we see him posting stuff on Instagram. He's not in a soft looking gym anymore like that first one. Says he's training grappling more. You better be training grappling more because his striking's better than anyone in the heavyweight division. I would say everyone's pretty confident. Maybe Sergey Pavlovich, I guess. But dude, you've got to get better at grappling when you've gotten beaten in your last 2 fights. Imagine if he had beat Francis and beat John, where he would be right now compared to
of all time.
Yeah, and he was dominating Francis up until Francis took him down with a torn ACL, which means Francis couldn't even explode all the way on takedowns. He was still able to make easy work of Cyril going on the ground. So Gon's got to show me something here, but I agree with you. I think Sergey Spivak gets the job done. He's a very good grappler. We've seen it's a nightmare matchup for Gon. I'd be happy if Gon wins, though. He makes the division a lot more interesting if he's actually able to defend a few takedowns or maybe even get taken down and get back up, survive a round.
But how does he make it interesting? Because we've already seen like what he is and like what he does.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to.
Like,
I'm just saying if he's been working on it, because I remember he said before the John fight he doesn't train out of camp, like all that BS. So maybe now he's actually living the life of a championship lifestyle. Because I think he's a talented athlete. Obviously, he's not going to be a great grappler, but I think he could become good enough, like how Izzy did once he started doing MMA.
Yeah, I'll take Sergey Spivak here.
Yeah, me too. But I hope Cyril shows me something.
I don't. Our next co-main event, Manon Filiot versus Rose Namajunas. I need you to tell me, am I missing something here on Rose or no?
Dude, I mean, I was literally thinking right before, skill for skill, I think she's probably the best girl in that division, or at least one of them for sure. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it is at 125. So it's bigger than the girls she was fighting before. We saw what happened against Carla. Nothing really. Maybe she's still recovering from that war. They don't think she's all the way healthy yet, just because that was such a crazy fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, I think you got to take Rose at the plus money. Hopefully there's not some secret. Hopefully Pat Barry's not doing some crazy stuff. Or
good luck with that. Yeah, I might take a stab on Rose there. Official picks will come out this week once I dig deep and dive in. But yeah, I mean, early on, I like Sergey Spivak and then Rose Namajunas. Third fight from the top, I like this one a lot. Bunov St. Denis versus Thiago Moises. I think this has a chance to be one of the fights of the night. I like St. Denis here at home minus 160. I might lay that juice, so take a look for that. But I think that's one of the, obviously the top 2 fights are good, but I think this has a chance to be a really good fight.
Yeah, honestly, I think, if I had to put money on a fight to be really good, this would be the one I'd be most confident betting on to be a really good fight. It's because both of these guys bring it every time. Good shit on St. Denis also getting back in there quickly. He beat Bonfim at UFC. I think it was it was on the Strickland Magomedov fight night on June 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a 2-month break for him, but he got a quick finish in that fight. So I love it when fighters, try and promote themselves. Like you said, he went out there, got a badass performance. If he could go out there, get another one, especially in front of his home crowd, he'll probably become a superstar in France, and he'll be very well known here as well.
Sir, anything else you
I
like on
like
that card?
Saint Denis here, though.
Any other fights you like on that card there?
I like Farid Brasharat versus Clayton Rodriguez. I like Farid by decision. I'm not sure what the odds will be.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I've took him a lot of times. I feel like I take him all the time to finish inside the distance. He just never does. He can't chase the finish for some reason in the UFC. But I mean, hopefully he goes out there and gets it.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, his finishes come by submission. So let me see. Yeah, the dude he's fighting has never been submitted. So yeah, I like it over here or by decision.
Yeah, let's go with.
Finally, this card though starts at a decent time. Starts at 9 a.m. Wake up and watch the fights. Perfect for me.
That's a good one. Maybe we go live for the main if we're both not doing anything. Or I guess it's week 1 of college football. So
yeah, I'll have 4 TVs up here.
Betting board.
Yeah, betting board. The betting board will be active.
I'm just gonna say it now. Zachariah Branch might be the first non-quarterback Heisman winner in a minute.
Okay.
Who's the last one?
By the time he graduates?
Yeah, I think he'll be a Heisman winner.
Like this year, by the time he graduates?
No, by the time he graduates, my bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So like 2-3 years. Caleb will win it back-to-back this year. And then we'll probably be throwing a lot of bubble screens and just short stuff to Zachariah once we got the new quarterback in there trying to get him comfortable. But this guy, obviously, it's San Jose State, so it doesn't mean as much, but he just looked like he has a different gear than everyone else out there. When you see those special athletes every once in a while, you can just tell that dude is different, and this dude fits that criteria.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, I mean, not trying to – Contender Series. I like the co-main event on tomorrow night's Dana White Contender Series a lot. We've got Yosuri Belgari. Sheesh, I butchered that name. And he's fighting Marco Tulio. It's a middleweight matchup. And Yosuri, he's a former kickboxer. He fought against both Izzy and Pereira. You could probably.
I was hoping he was the one you were saying because I like him already looking at the measurables here.
Yep, 6'5" as a middleweight. He is 31 years old, so a little older, but he is a legit striker. He does have 2 losses by decision, where he probably just got taken down. So that's obviously a little scary. He trains at Teixeira MMA and Fitness with Glover and Pereira over there, so obviously getting some good grappling work. Yeah, and then the guy he's fighting against is a shoot-to-box product, so
he's a striker.
So cool.
Too, so it's a good matchup. He's a striker.
Yeah, that's facts. UFC probably didn't want to give him no wrestler.
Yeah.
But it's always fun watching the shoot-to-box guys go in there. They're going to bring it every time, just try and give great performances.
I'm going to try and get these bets out for the week tomorrow because I might take some Contender Series stuff, so be on the lookout for that. But that's all I got, brother. Anything else?
Minus 700 favorite Thomas Peterson taking on Chandler Cole at plus 500 heavyweight matchup. So
take a shot to plus 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like Dana said, there should never be that big of an underdog in the Contender Series.
Yeah,
he's a 5'10" heavyweight.
They're both 28. Let me see.
Yeah, Cole's 5'10", and I don't think he's DC.
Hey, back-to-back knockouts. All his fights end in the first round, win or lose. So it's a coin toss. They get in there and brawl, one punch,
Yeah, facts. I think I'll be sprinkling on Chandler.
Yeah, we'll sprinkle.
And
the dude he's fighting, Thomas Peterson, he lost to Cortez Acosta, the guy who just got the knockout this week.
Okay, I think we got action.
Yeah, I like it.
LFA product.
Yeah.
I love Contender Series on a Tuesday. Usually I'm at work because I close, but
I watched it last week. Actually, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, was it Laura Senko on the call?
Yeah,
she's honestly like, it wasn't as weird for me hearing her broadcast the UFC event because I had heard her broadcast Contender Series ones before, so I feel like she's fine. All right, then. Not a whole lot going on this week, but you got any parting thoughts?
That's all I got, brother.
Same here. All right, till next week, we'll get those bets up, Contender Series and UFC Paris. Oh yeah, also Terrence Crawford,
Yes,
Joe Rogan podcast, elite episode. I'd recommend
yeah,
watching.
really good. I listened to it. Really good.
Oh hell yeah! Crawford said something about retirement that I was gonna like clip up and play on here. I thought it was like really wise, but I don't remember what it was now. All right, then later.
All right. We're out.